know it's been quite some time. But I'm back again with another ASMR video. Today, I'm finally going to be showing you guys my Akira Toriyama Dragon Quest Illustrations book that I got from Japan recently. I wanted to wait to look at it until I made this video, and as you can see, it's still in the package. So I waited until I could get a webcam so that it was easier to record this video. And I know the webcam itself has kind of the same crappy quality as my built-in webcam, but at least now I can move it around. And then now I can also monitor the audio and the video. So I'm going to go ahead and open or take off the wrapping so that I can show you guys this book. I'm very excited. Hope that wasn't too loud. Okay, so here's the front cover. As you can see, there is sort of little portraits of each hero in the letters of Dragon Quest. And here on the bottom portion of the cover, we can see all of the heroes from each of the games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Let's take a look at the back. It says here, 30th anniversary. There's a couple of cool pictures here on the bottom portion again. I think that these are pictures of the side games. As you can see here, there's Dragon Quest Builders. Over here, I think it's no, stupid computer. I believe this is Dragon Quest Heroes, the second one. It's like not focusing. called. I have an idea what they are. I just don't remember their exact names. I don't want to give false information. So let's go ahead and take the book out of the case. Wow, this cover looks amazing. It's textured as well. So again, we can see all of the heroes. It spells Dragon Quest, and almost every other circle has a picture of a hero. Very nice. Now this book, I believe, only released in Japan. So, it is gonna be sort of backwards to how American books are made. So this is the front, and this is the back. So here we go. Nothing back there. Oh, I see. This is a poster. I like that. I was hoping there would be one in here. Here we see some art from the games. This is a message from Akira Toriyama. Will I ever know what it says? Probably not. Here we have a table of contents. We don't really need that since we're going through the entire book. It's a nice picture from Dragon Quest III. Some art from the original. Some of the enemies. Some more enemies. I believe these are the bosses. A blue dragon. A golem. Which was a lot more threatening in the first game than it is in pretty much any other game. Let's see. Oh, the second game. This was the first first game in the Dragon Quest series, I believe, to feature more than one hero. So this is where you actually had a party of heroes, which was not something you had in the first game. In the first game, you had one character, and he served every purpose. In the second game, there was the main hero, which is the one at the top, the one in blue. He was more of a physical unit. He had very high attack, very high defense. The middle unit served as kind of like a healer. And the third character served as a mage. So she dealt a lot of magic damage. All three of them are instrumental in beating the game. Here we have the final bosses and some more monsters. There's the Cyclops, one of my favorites. Let me see if I can get the glare out of here. It's kind of hard because the lamp is over there. It's late again, as usual. And here we have Dragon Quest III, one of my favorite Dragon Quest games. Here we have Erdrick. Really hope he gets into Smash, but I won't whine if he doesn't. And here is some artwork of the possible characters you can have in your party. So the cool thing about Dragon Quest III is that your party could consist of whoever you wanted it to consist of. There were several classes that you could pick from, and you could also even choose their gender. So as you can see, there's a male mage and a female mage, male healer, female healer, male martial artist and female martial artist. I think this is jester and female jester. Some bosses here. Some of the monsters. I really like that I can see the origin of some of these monsters, because my first ever Dragon Quest game was Dragon Quest VIII, which I think is my favorite. And a lot of these monsters show up, but it's really cool to see where they came from. Like, I had no idea he came from Dragon Quest III, or him, the goodie bag. I don't remember. Next, they're going to showcase 4, 5, and 6. They were all done in a similar style, so I guess that's why they're kind of lumped together. Here's Dragon Quest IV. I think this is the first one where you get to choose your gender. So here we have the male protagonist and the female protagonist here. Oh man, let me see if I can try and remember these guys' names. I know this is Kirill. He's like a Russian bodyguard. Ragnar, I think that's his name. I can't really check because the names are in Japanese. I'm totally blanking on this guy's name. I don't use him very often. Torneko, I remember him. Elena, I think her name is Elena. This is Mina, and this is Maya. Yeah, Mina and Maya. I guess this is more modern art. As you can see, the characters look a bit more refined. Stark, a recurring villain. Well, I guess not really villain, a reoccurring boss in the Dragon Quest series. And then here's the final boss. Here's some more, I don't remember if these are bosses or just, I think these are bosses. This game had some silly monsters. Here's a tiger with a face in its mouth. A buff walrus. A rhino who's really happy about something. A weird snail, shark, manta ray. A lot of these guys are really happy about something. Some more. Two different kinds of bats. A green king slime. These guys are super annoying. I don't remember why, but they are. These guys as well. Again, I don't remember why. It's been a while since I've played Dragon Quest IV. sorry, my arm is tired. Okay, here is the runner-up for my favorite Dragon Quest V. If they were to remake this, it would definitely take my favorite spot. I loved this game from start to finish. The, I guess, theme of this game is that it takes place over 3 generations. So for the first section of the game, you're a little kid, and you sort of travel around the world with your father. You meet, some people that are about your age. You meet some monsters that are also your age. And then, for the second, I guess, phase of the game, you're a young adult. And now everybody's grown up. So you can fight on your own, and you can even choose one of 3 female characters to be your wife. As you can see here, this cat is all grown up. I don't see him in this picture, but you do meet this cat when you're a kid. For the last phase of the game, you have children, and so it's you and your wife and kids traveling the world. It's a really, really cool concept. I loved it a lot. This is also one of the heroes that is really good with the monsters. So it's kind of like, I guess, Pokemon. But it's a little different because instead of capturing the monsters, the hero is able to convince them to join his side. So there's the main character as a child and then grown up. This is Pankraz, your father. This is one of the possible wives you can have. If I'm not mistaken, this is the canonical choice as well. The game really hints at you to marry her out of the 3. This is a really cool picture. I'm not sure if this was box art, but it's really, really cool. Here is the little tiger as a cub. So these 2 are your children. One boy and one girl. So as you can see, they have blonde hair. So like I said, it's kind of canonical that you choose her to be your wife. I'm totally blanking on her name. It's been way too long since I've played this game. I feel bad. This is... I forget his name also. But he was a loyal and faithful friend to your father, and then eventually to you. Here's a princess that you could marry. And for some reason, the 3rd one isn't here. Here's the main boss, or the final boss. over throughout the game. This guy was supposed to be a play. It was like, his name was a pun, and it was like a play on chess. So he was the knight. And was he the bishop? I don't remember, but I know that they were play on chess pieces. Here's the giant monster that you fight. And here are some of the original enemies. It's a saber-toothed tiger. The Slime Knight ended up being super helpful in my run. He has a lot of healing moves. Yikes. These guys were super annoying. At any point in fighting them, they could curse you. And the only way you could get rid of the curse was to pay a priest to remove it. But I guess the church system, the religion in Dragon Quest, you pretty much have to give them money for anything except for saving the game. If one of your allies falls, you need to pay money for them to resurrect them. If you get a curse, you have to pay money to cure them. And the prices get pretty ludicrous. So it was really annoying to have to deal with these guys. Alright, here we have Dragon Quest VI. This Dragon Quest is one that I haven't actually played, so I won't really know the names of anything. As if I knew the names of anything in the games I have played, but you know, this time I actually have no idea. Oh, I know that's Terry. Very popular Dragon Quest character. There was also a mod to put Terry as a skin in Smash 4 over Link. I loved that. That was one of the mods that I did use. I loved it. Oops. Not totally sure if that's the final boss, but he looks like it. Spin-off series, part 1. This is a Torneko spin-off series. Pretty much every spin-off game is like Japan only. It's kind of a huge bummer. Yep. A spin-off game based on Terry as a kid. I really, really want to play this, but I wouldn't understand a word of it. Some more pictures of young Terry. Alright, here's Dragon Quest VII. I like Dragon Quest VII, but it might possibly be one of my least favorites. That's not to say, like I said, I like it. It's just one of my least favorites. I'll explain why, I guess, as we go through. So here are the main characters. You, the hero, Maribel, and Prince Kiefer. There's you guys on the ship. So, I sort of feel like in this game, you can't really function with only 3 characters. Now you get to choose each character's class, which is pretty cool. But there are so many instances where only having 3 characters puts you at a real disadvantage. You get 4 characters for a while. A character named Ruff. Is that it? I think that's his name. Joins you. But shortly after, one of the characters leaves, putting you back at 3. You don't get access to the class system until, I'm not really sure because I didn't finish the game, but until way late. And by the time you do, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get. This game was kind of frustrating, but I do love the music and the art. Sorry, the wires are getting in the way. This is your dad in the game. I know, super buff sailor. How does he give birth to like this little hobbit of a character? Right here. It doesn't make much sense. This is your guide. So the basis of the game is that you start off on the only island in the world, and you collect these stone slabs that transport you to different islands at different points in time in the past. So you sort of have to solve their problem to avoid the island from being destroyed. So if an island went down because its volcano blew up, you would have to stop the volcano from blowing up. Oh, I didn't think this was real. This is supposed to be God. And I think he is a character that you can fight. Okay, spin-off part 2. I'm not totally sure what this is. For some reason, the Dragon Lord is here. And the boss from the third game is here. The Slime spin-off series. Here we have Dragon Quest VIII. My favorite. It's a shame that this cover doesn't have my favorite Dragon Quest character, Angelo. But here we see the hero, Jessica, King. Oh my gosh. I'm such a fraud right now. I can't remember anybody's name. But that's the king that you have to help. But that everyone's kind of mean to because he's a jerk. Here's Yangus. Here we go. Angelo, my favorite character in the series. Oops. Here's a picture of Dulmagus, one of the big villains of the game. Here's the hero when he's psyched up. It was a super cool, I guess sort of move that you could do in fights. You could psych up your characters and it'll basically give them a multiplier to their attack. Towards the end of the game, this is kind of what you have to base your fighting style around, is getting your characters psyched up. Here's Jessica. There's Jessica when she's fully psyched up. Here's Yangus. Angelo. I like that when Angelo gets psyched up, he has a smirk. And it just kind of says, like, you're definitely gonna die now. King Trod. Ugh. I'm mad that I can't remember his name. Here's the princess that you can actually marry at the end of the game. I think you have to beat the game at least once, though, before you can do it, and then you have to go back and beat it again. But the ending is definitely worth it. Sort of like a true ending. Here are two characters that are only playable in the 3DS version of the game. Well, you guessed it, I can't remember either of their names. But this guy's like really Greek or Italian, I don't remember. Or it's less of, I can't tell the difference. Here's your mouse. There is the God Bird. I believe the God Bird is also a recurring character. Here's Dulmagus, who I thought to be a really poorly written villain. this version, they added a new cutscene showing his origin, and it just made him so much better as a villain overall. Here are some of the other characters. It's like a great magician, kind of a douche. Some of the villagers. The guy who charges you to heal your people, resurrect your characters. The bartender. Actually, it's kind of funny that they put the bartender right next to the priest. A bunny dancer. Your ship. It looks really, really short. It doesn't look that short in the game. That's weird, they don't show the kings. The other side characters. Here's the Demon King. This is a really cool picture. It kind of shows you how big the Demon King really is. Here's the main character riding on the god bird to fight the Demon King. This is kind of a post-game boss. This is where you test your strength. This guy turns into a dragon at different strengths, and you have to beat him several times, and he gets more difficult to beat every time. Here's what I want to see. Which monsters started here? So far, not what I expected. Wow, that was a really short list. More spin-offs. Here we have Dragon Quest IX, another game that I haven't played. There is a local GameStop that has Dragon Quest IX, but I've read that it's not as much fun if you play it by yourself. So, yeah, I don't know anybody else who plays Dragon Quest, so kind of SOL in that department. For those of you wondering why all these drawings and illustrations look like Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama is the same person who makes all the illustrations for Dragon Ball as well. But I believe he did Dragon Ball first, and then he was asked to do the art for Dragon Quest. There's a lot of costumes to pick from. Okay, some more spin-offs. I'm not sure what spin-off this is, actually. It just looked like it was portraits of heroes 1 through 6. Here we have DQ10. Didn't get a chance to play this one either. I assume this is the final boss. Some more spin-off games. I didn't realize there were this many. Dragon Quest Builders. Here's Dragon Quest Heroes. The first one. This girl reminds me a lot of Cara Delevingne. She looks exactly like her. These two are the other original party members. It's a king, and I don't know who she is. Don't know who this guy is either. Here's the second Dragon Quest Heroes. Two main characters. Other two original party members. Here's Dragon Quest Builders. I love this game. It is so gorgeous. I cannot wait for Dragon Quest Builders 2 to come out. If I'm not mistaken, it comes out this July. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. I will probably be doing a video, at least once, about this game. It's so relaxing. It's so gorgeous. It can be exciting as well. It really just depends on the pace that you go at. Here is the male builder, and the female builder. Depends on which one you choose. Here's the main character for 11. Oh, no artwork for 11. Oh, that's right. If I'm not mistaken, the original Dragon Quest came out in 87. So that would make the 30th anniversary 2017. But the Dragon Quest XI came out 2018. That was an amazing book. I'm really glad that I picked this up. guys are in Japan near a bookstore, I definitely recommend this. It's beautiful. My camera does it absolutely no justice. Yeah, it is such a gorgeous book. And if you're interested in playing a Dragon Quest, they are on the App Store. I don't know if they're on the Android market, but they're on the App Store for really good prices. The App Store has Dragon Quest 1 through 8, but I don't recommend getting 8 on the App Store. It doesn't have 7. If you're gonna play one on the App Store, I recommend Dragon Quest 5 or Dragon Quest 4. And if you have a 3DS, I definitely recommend Dragon Quest 8. It's a long game, but it's full of lovable characters, cutscenes, voice acting. It's gorgeous. All of the Dragon Quest games are gorgeous in their own way. I love this series, and I wish more than a lot of things it would be a little bit more popular in the West, so that maybe we can get some of those side games over here. Sorry, I forgot like 90% of everyone's names. It's a lot to remember, and I'm trying to keep my brain filled with school stuff for the next 2 weeks at least. So in 2 weeks, my semester will pretty much be over. At which point I will graduate. Also, I'll have a lot more time to make more videos, I hope. I'm sorry that the Fire Emblem video has still not come out. I wanted to wait for the update first before I made the video. And now that the update is out, I have a lot of opinions. I really want to go full professional on that one. So I think I am going to make a script and everything. I'm also deciding on the format. I don't know if I want to do that one ASMR. I have a lot to say, and whispering is kind of hard to do for long periods of time. My throat is killing me right now. Still killing me, but at least now my thirst is quenched. So, yeah, let me know if you guys want me to keep doing these kinds of videos in ASMR. If you guys have any triggers that you want, let me know. Just no eating stuff. I don't want to eat in front of you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for videos. Yeah, please like and subscribe. And I hope you guys liked it. Sorry again, it's kind of amateur hour. But I don't really have the money for a professional camera or a professional mic. Well, I guess this is a professional mic, but I don't have money for the arm. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys later.